Hello cyclists, I'm very happy because today I brought you the VANMOOF S3 and this bike is really amazing. VANMOOF is really an incredible bike manufacturer because everything that you can think of that bothers a cyclist or what you would dream of, they did put it into this bike. This is loaded with very nice and many features. The most important thing is that the motor is much more efficient and it's much quieter because the old one was quite loud with the S2. But here at the S3, it's a really nice motor. It has a torque of 59 Newton meter. That is definitely enough to cruise through the city. And in combination with a 504 watt-hour battery, it's really a fantastic feeling. You can easily cycle between 60 and 150 kilometers, depending on the modes of support you choose, but it's definitely enough for your urban commute. What I cannot believe actually what they did is they do have an electronic gearing system. So you can choose when the 4 gears that VANMOOF offers are shifting. You can do that in the app. It's really fantastic. So you decide at what kilometers per hour you go from the first to the second, from the second to the third, and so on. So you can really completely individualize your gearing system. That is really fantastic and that is really brand new. But maybe the most important thing about this bike is the price, because this one here costs only 2,000 euros or $2,000, and that is really a fantastic price. And how did VANMOOF do that? They did something very clever. They built their own bicycle factory in Asia. So they almost built everything, every single part on this bike from scratch. Or they work super closely with other manufacturers, like for example the tires are from Schwalbe. But most of it they do build in their own factory, and this is really new when you have a closer look at the bicycle industry. Very new is the finish. You can have the bike in 2 different colors, and a matte black finish that I really love, and in a brighter one that looks a bit blue-grayish. And it is more shock resistant because it was quite annoying when you had such a beautiful bike and you had quite easily scratches on it. So that's definitely something really nice. The S3 is for riders from 170 centimeters up to 2 meters and 10 centimeters. When you're smaller, or when you do want to have a more compact bike, you can choose the X3, the little sister or little brother from the S3. Then you can easily start riding the bike from 155 centimeters and you can be up to 2 meters to ride this bike easily. So it's quite nice that VANMOOF offers 2 different models. What I really love design-wise is the handlebar. It is one piece and you have integrated hydraulic disc brakes. That is really nice because it looks so clean and so super boutique. And you do have very beautiful hydraulic disc brakes without no holes in it that you won't need for an urban bike like this. And they work really well no matter how the weather conditions are. And they also did change the cable routing. That is why the bike looks so slim and also so very boutique and super chic. They also did change the saddle. It is a one-piece saddle now that looks very slim and very smart. Oh, and a saddle can look smart, but when you ask me, it does. But it wasn't so super comfortable. I still remember riding the former model that was a bit more comfy. It has still the integrated lightnings in the front and in the back. In the back it is with it's both LEDs. In the back you have those straight lines, and in the front you have a very bright circle. But due to the fact that it is integrated in the frame when you're cycling left or right, I still had some problems because it was not bright enough for me to see where I was completely going. But maybe in the city you won't need that because it's bright enough. Of course, it always comes with fenders, and you can easily buy a rear or a front carrier if you want to ruin the design. No, if you're really into it and need a rear or front carrier, you can easily buy that at VanMoof. They still have a chain that is protected, and they do have an automatic chain tensioner. So there should be no service concerning the chain. I'm still a big fan of a belt drive, but VanMoof says that their chain system is even more reliable than having a belt. I don't know, because those bikes are super new. We will see that in like 20 to 40,000 kilometers. And now we come to the fun part of the bike. There are so many features connected with the app. For example, you still have the lock, the integrated lock, so you just kick your bike, clack, and the bike is locked, and you can unlock it whether you choose to open the app or you have a feature that you just come close to your bike and it opens automatically. That is really, really cool. It also has a theft defense. So when someone tries to steal your bike, like there's a really loud alarm going off. And the bike will shut down, so you will not be able to use it at all. And there's also a GPS tracker. So when you return to your bike and it's not there obviously anymore, you can just use your app and have a look where your bike is. And then you can do two things. You can chase the bike thief yourself, or you contact VanMoof, because when you buy the Peace of Mind package, there are bike hunters that will hunt your bike. And when they are not able to return your bike within 14 days, you will get a new VanMoof. And that is quite clever. But this is only working like once, because when your bike gets stolen more often, you will have to pay a little fee, which is reasonable if you ask me. Riding this bike also feels a bit like a rocket, because you have a display here in the tube with 166 LEDs. And there you can see your speed as well how the battery is charged. And sometimes when the sun is shining quite bright, you have difficulties to see what is going on down there. But I mean, honestly, you don't have to check your speed all the time or see how the battery is charged. Also in the tube here is the speaker, the integrated, and the charge hub. So it makes sense that you can easily replace the tube with all the technical stuff inside there. They also have new belt sounds, and that is really nice, because the former one was so annoying. They still have the annoying one, but you can choose now between 3 different sounds. And what they offer is, they say they are going to provide new sounds. So maybe for Easter or for Christmas, you will get an update from the app, and then you will have new sounds. That is quite nice when you do have sort of a gamification for your bell sounds. So quite clever. So if you do have a problem with your bike, if you need some repair or some spare parts, you cannot just go to the bike shop, because you have only direct sales. I mean, there are a few shops now, I think 7 or 8, where you can buy your VanMoof, but usually you are depending on VanMoof. So if there are any problems, you have to keep that in mind. You have to contact VanMoof to get spare parts, or when you have some problems with the motor or the battery, with the battery you can take it out and send it or just change it. It's a very smooth, very nice acceleration. You can easily, especially with the turbo boost button, reach the 25 kilometers that are allowed in Europe and the 32 that are allowed in the United States. You can choose these settings in the app, but of course it is illegal to ride 32 kilometers in Europe, so don't use the US settings in Europe. And I will take this baby here now for a test ride. It's a very nice upright sitting position. The motor on the front hubs feels really nice. It's a very smooth acceleration. So the modes of support are really nice. So the automatic electronic shifting feels really nice, the gears. And even when the battery is empty, you will always have enough energy so that the gears are shifting, and that is quite nice, quite clever. And when your telephone's empty, don't worry, you can unlock your bike because you have the bell button, and with the bell button you have an individualized code, so you won't need your phone to unlock the bike. Very clever VANMOOF. This is really, really so much fun. When you see people testing the VANMOOF for the first time, they all return with a big grin because it's really fantastic. The turbo boost is such a clever thing and it makes so much fun. Whether you do have hills or you need an extra boost or it's super windy, it makes it so easy. When I was testing the bike, I usually had a range of 70 kilometers because I was using the turbo boost quite a lot. I'm really wondering how the bikes will look after 3 or 4 years, how the whole quality is, because the price is really fantastic. But I would definitely give my thumbs up when you're looking for an e-bike that doesn't look like an e-bike and you want many, many nice features. The VANMOOF S3 is your choice. Hey guys, if you liked our video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.